Let me up. Find the... Whoa! Why is it a maze? Oh, hello. Okay, so we'll go that way. Mate. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Lost.
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
I
not?
don't want to restart the... Ah!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh
Why
my
don't we go
god.
back the other direction and see if we missed anything.
What? Right.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What? Why?
The story. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. How is it different?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that.
Hey!
Win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Meow. Well, this isn't where we went. Mwah! Okay. Welcome back, Jack.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god.
cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Oh.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a fan. Alright, cool. Thanks.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where's the other line going? Like, what's this one? That's the original one we followed, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Ria! You know, you could have just made a Discord channel for React content dump, etc. I could have done. But not everybody's in the Discord.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh my
I
God.
say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I don't know which door opened. This one? Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Why?
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
But how? Okay.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I don't even know what's even happening, guys.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important
Okay.
we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
You
corresponds
never need to
with the
apologise.
counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But I want to go in the left door.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
Oh my god. Okay.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Oh my god, guys. I don't even know what's even happening anymore.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, there's a
Coming
change
to
here.
a staircase, Stanley
Should we go
walked
down?
upstairs to his boss's office.
Should we go down? Let's go down, because we didn't go down before. How's it go? I'm so
But Stanley
confused.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a
God, so
competitive
sorry.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They
No,
were
Stanley
indeed.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his
Why were you
job.
yawning?
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Hey!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Just a little bit.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
He has a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh my god, I'm not okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
So
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ah! Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Who's
Mariella
Mariella?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
No!
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay.
What did it say?
Oh, hang on. Okay, so that was weird.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Mm-hmm. Just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. This time I'm going to go... I'm lost.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I will go up the
Feeling a wave
stairs.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
There was another choice
Coming to a
upstairs, wasn't
staircase,
there?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm sure there was another choice in here. We went that way. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Can I go down? Okay. Everyone loves a bit of elevator music. Okay. How slow is this lift, or how big is this building? That's gonna be my only reactions in this. You're like my favourite person ever for suggesting this game. Really? What? No! Does it change if I do that? Don't put me back in the... What if I press up and then I press down whilst I'm in there? Where we go? I have no idea. It's bloody Narnia at this rate. Okay, we go nowhere. Alrighty then, and on with the story. Ah! Okay. I want us to be able to jump. Why can't we jump?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Just seeing if there's anything else that happens if I do it wrong.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5.
I think I'm gonna make some food in the place of games. No worries, Day.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in. And the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay. Oh dear. This game is literally hilarious, guys. So we went down, didn't we? Or did we... I can't remember which way. Oh my god, did we go down or up? I think it only went one way, didn't it? Yeah, it only went down. That's fine. Link your Reddit. Oh, could someone be a babe and link my Reddit, please? Please, please, pretty please. So what happens if I go back up now that... Ooh.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly
me.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Oh, okay.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Oh my god, I can't deal with this. This is... It hurts. Okay, fine. We'll go back. We'll go back. There was nothing new there.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Go up again. Okay.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh my god. Oh my god! How did I not know about this game?
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Oh my god, I wish Boyan was here whilst we were playing this. He would be wetting himself.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay. What happens if I go back up again?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Okay. Should I do it? Should we go back up? He's not even talking.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
I wonder if it's the buzzes.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
Oh
They
my
want
God.
big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
Why not?
To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're
Literally
being
making
fed
my
such
eyes water, guys, from
unimaginative
laughing too
drivel
much.
all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a
God.
lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the
Look up to me,
kind
guys.
of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Ah, look at that. Look at that. We made a
The room
difference.
where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Can I go there? I want to go there. Let me in the door. That's annoying. Good girl.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Sorry, darling.
Are you hungry?
You're hungry. You can get something to eat if you want.
Chocolate?
You can have some chocolate if you want, yes.
Yeah, I already finished my chocolate.
Okay. This doesn't look like a fancy stage.
Right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and
Indoor
speak from the
voices.
heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Okay. Stanley, me... What? Stanley, me, dad? Does that say? I think that's meant to say dad. Or is that just a funny squiggle? I don't know. Break a leg. Champ, your boss. I love the way you ride elevators. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on the stage. Rock on. Break a leg, champ. Why has the boss done it twice? I'm going to tell stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. What's that one say? My true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife. From the apartment ending. Okay. Congratulations, I remember where you came from. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Up we go. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, that's so loud. Nope. Okay. And we're loading. What? What? No! Where's my narrator?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, let's go back to the office room and we'll go
Yet there was not a
we'll
single
go the right way
person
in the
here
lift this
either.
time.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Sorry?
up to his boss's office, hoping he might
In the
find an
normal
answer
bin,
there.
please.
Wait, what's this?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So then,
Okay.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze
What
in
was
his
the number? I've
tracks.
forgotten it.
Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs.
Didn't say that
the
before.
guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full
Oh my
hour.
God.
But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad
Yay!
behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yay!
He
Right.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Good. We'll behave ourselves in the lift this time.
My headphone still works.
Stanley walked
Oh my
straight
God,
ahead
that
through
made
the
me
large
jump.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll go escape. We'll go escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Excellent.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay. Oh! Okay! Oh!
As the machine whirred into motion
Okay.
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I don't wanna
Perhaps
get
his death was
squished.
of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I don't want to get squished.
Stanley,
Like, don't squish me. No.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No. Oh! Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Papa says up as 2 doors, first pass section. All throughout development. There's a call out, almost identical to the first iteration. The 2 doors. The set of the 2 doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration or contradiction this room posed. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches 2 doors in a good time. Fighting cabinets, okay, yeah. The office, yeah, okay. Button sounds, a selection of sounds used throughout the game. Button press. Each sound is a mix of keyboard, stroke, and thin synthesizer. Okay. Oh no, there's other ways to go here. Credits. Let's go this way. Okay, that's stairs. I don't want to go upstairs. Let's go check this other side first. This is the weirdest game ever. Boss's office, uh-huh. clock. Mm-hmm. More stairs. Oh, mate. Okay, more stairs. I better be able to go to all different angles.
Stanley stood on the roof. Stanley walked over the bridge.
Kevin Brighton, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2-year development. These clips are from early takes that were not used in the final
Try the other
game.
one, then.
Okay. Right, we've got the stairs then. Freedom ending. One of the deaths from the early version of the countdown ending.
Mama,
Yeah?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm going to sort food out in a minute.
Can I go eat a little bit?
Sorry?
Can I go eat something very tiny?
Yeah, you can go get something if you want.
What?
Yeah, you can go get something. Monitor room elevator. From the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down. Freedom above, countdown below. Oh, so when I went up, that was the outdoorsy one, wasn't it? We abandoned this when players found 2 together for the moment, which was up or down, place with 2 endings together. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was going to say, I didn't remember there being a difference, but yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, look at these two.
I don't wanna
How
trigger something
they
new.
wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
If I
How
go
they
through there,
both wish to be free.
Will it end it? I'll come back. I don't know if that's going to change anything. I still want to look around. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, set Davey, the writer, as kind of an audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Okay. Oh, there's glass in the way. I can't see those. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first created was 2011, second was 2012, and the third was 2013. Okay. Next, see what's down here. Oh. How do you say? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people in email for the narrator's questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Oh my god. I appreciate the sound of the game as a work of art and standalone title. I appreciate the credit given to art, which is why I'm eager to see sequel, prequel, standalone companion game. Because art needs to be... Okay, was definitely reading that. Yeah, the game was originally a mod and then put... Oh, I see. Okay. Let's go look over here. An early version of the lounge. Okay. The office. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as... What's the final game? We wanted it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. Okay. Cargo lift. Cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping into a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Okay. Apartment timer. In previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would be given for 50 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Okay. Guys, there's like so much here to look around. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Oh. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realised this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged now part of the game. Okie dokie. Go away. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents a fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it shortly after launch. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. Player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what colour they had pulled. Okay. Guys, I don't know which way I came. I've done that bit. Okay, I came this way. I'm so lost. Did you just take me back to the same place? Okay. Main to this layout, the flow of always following the first two doors was important to get vices. Players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of design, but ultimately it was the simplest version we put out. Okay. Dead end. What's this one? Oh, hello. Trailers. We've ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This was the first one released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Okay. Thank you. Right, so I've done all those rooms. Let's go back. Have I done this bit? Oh, I didn't want to go in there yet, did I? So, is that the same as the other one over there? So that's the Stanley Parable. There's a black room over here as well. Are they the same? Wait, how do I get back to that black room? Oh my god. Have I done anything in this room? Oh, I didn't do all that side yet, did I? Because there's stairs on that side as well. Yeah, no, I didn't want to do the stairs, did I? Okay. Does it lead to the same place, I wonder? No, new bits. Okay. Early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realised shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Ah, heaven forbid to offend the shooter players. Oh no, they're such sensitive souls, aren't they? Ultra Deluxe announcement. In 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable, the Game Awards. Oh, at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made the announcement for. Lovely. That's the one I've got. The Deluxe version. Okay, so now am I back where I was? Yeah, I've done this room. How are we doing? We are currently reading every single... Okay, stay down. Every single panel available in this little area. So I'm learning all about the game here. Where's that black room? Yeah, let's go in the black room now. Oh my god, don't ever apologise, silly sausage. What? The Stanley Parable. Oh my god. I don't like walking into the dark.